Are Gemini Jet's 200 scale model airplanes worth the price? Well, in today's video, we are going to find out by taking a look at this $110 Gemini 200 Spirit Airlines Airbus 321. Let's get started. In the world of model airplane collecting, 200 scale is generally the more popular scale for high detailed models that are very expensive, highly detailed, very collectible. And today we're going to take a look at one of them. I picked up this model because I flew on this exact tail on its inaugural flight. This is a Spirit Airbus 321neo. This was the first one delivered to their fleet and the first one to operate in their fleet. It flew its maiden commercial flight on June 7th, 2023 as NK1 from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. So let's take a look at this model and see it. It comes wrapped in this paper, which I got it from the airplane stop, and it came in the paper, which is nice because it came directly from the back of the warehouse, which was super good customer service because I had to then transport it home with me in my pack and such. So it was very nice to have that extra protection to protect the box, because these do, as you can see, it's very nice gloss black box, does scratch easily. This is their updated box design with the 25th anniversary silver that they're doing. This is the standard box design they've had since 2008. So they've been doing these 200 scale models. It's just the silver text everywhere. Nice black box, as you can see. And this is the standard nail body box that they have. One of the cool things with the update box design is there's no longer a pin here, it is now a magnet, which is really cool. You can see the magnets are here and here, and it just magnetically holds the box closed, which is really cool. Once you get inside, you can see the stand, which the stand is not any good. I do not recommend using them. Instead, I'll be using a metal stand that I purchased, and I recommend using that instead. So you're gonna take the foam off, and there is the model inside. It comes with a protective plastic piece. The purpose of this piece is to actually be able to lift and use the plastic to hold the model. One cool thing that they're starting to do on the 200 scale models is starting to put a couple like nose pieces on it, which is really helpful, and a piece on the underside, so to add extra protection when it's being shipped or in storage. Alright, so taking a closer look at this model, this is a 200 scale model, so it's got a lot more detail than a standard 400 scale model would. You can see your gorgeous, really nicely done cockpit windows up front here. This is with the mask that is being painted on basically all new Airbus Neo aircraft. As you can see right there, it's quite nice. And it's just this black scarf effect that goes around the cockpit windows, makes it look a little bit sleeker. And then you have, on the nose there, your static port there, that is for electric discharge, your pitot tubes. You have your ADF-1 antenna up top. You can see it says the aircraft type, Airbus 321neo, L1 door. There's the parcel registration down there. And then you have your big front seats. There are 2 rows of those on the Airbus 321neos. The rest is all economy class. There are 8 big front seats in rows 1 and 2, and then 227 economy seats in a 3 and 3 class configuration for the rest of the aircraft, making a total of 235 seats on this high density Airbus 321neo. Another static port down here for electric discharge. You can see the Spirit titles. This is the updated titles, of course, where it's just the plain Spirit titles. You have the overwing emergency exits right here, as well as your rotating beacon light, this little red piece here. And that is a separately applied detailed part on this model, which is really cool. For a long time, that's something that 200 scale models had exclusively. Taking a look down here, you have your engines. The engines on this aircraft are the Pratt & Whitney PW1100G-JM engines, part of the GTF family of engines. These are ultra high bypass engines that have a higher airflow bypass ratio over the combustion chamber, which allow for quieter and smoother operations, as well as reducing fuel cost. This model, as you can see, the engines kind of droop a little bit. This is kind of an issue with Gemini Jets that they've had on a lot of their models for a while, but that just sort of is the way it is. The fan blade detail inside is really nice, including that green ring that is around the engine that is accurate for one of these engines. Both the CFM LEAP and the Pratt & Whitney engines have that. I'm trying to see if the fan blades will spin on this one. On some Gemini Jets models, the fan blades do spin. It does not appear to be the case on this one though. As you can see though, on the starboard side, the engines are more correctly leveled, but on the port side aircraft, not as much. You have your main landing gear. And then going down here, you can see the plain winglet. However, the inside of the winglet still says howdy, which is really, really cool to see that. And the model shows that as well, which is really cool. The wing detail is outstanding, as you can see. Detail really is there. It's all printed on there instead of painted or decal, so it's gonna last. There is the no walk outside of this area markings, and that is actually legible. You can actually read it under magnification. Got your emergency escapes and some of those yellow hooks there. You can also see that beacon light a little bit better now, and you can see your ADF antennas. Those are printed, those are not 3D parts. You have your L2 door. This is an axle door on the Spirit aircraft because it is a high density aircraft. On the lower density A321neos, which is what most carriers in the United States use, it is a door plug, not too dissimilar to the Boeing 737 MAX 9. However, this is an axle emergency exit door with the emergency escape and the slide. We have VHF antenna channel 2 and VHF antenna channel 3 down here on the bottom. A VHF antenna channel 1 was up front. And then the rest of the main cabin, you have your ELT antenna back here. And then the tail number, November 702, November Kilo. And then your fleet number, which appears to be 6702, and your L3 door. Do you fly in the United States, as Spirit Airlines is a flag carrier of the United States of America. You have your horizontal and vertical stabilizers. The horizontal stabilizers are here. HD APU housing detail with the APU exhaust port. This little thing here is a logo light that lights up the tail at nighttime, and there is the tail, or also known as the vertical stabilizer, with the Spirit Airlines titles. The detail also extends to the bottom of the airplane, so you can see there's an antenna there. The wind roof detail is really nice with your NACA ducts, which are these right here. They are air inlets for the AC packs. Pack 1 on the port side, Pack 2 on the starboard side. And here we have the beacon fan, and these are the exhaust vents for Pack 1 and Pack 2. This is a stand hole, which we'll take a look at in a second to put the stand in. Some more detail, and then you have another antenna here. Gemini Jets logo. Of course, we have that VHF 3 antenna. And of course, you have on the starboard side of the aircraft, you have compartments 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, and compartment 5 for the cargo bins. And that is the model. One of the cool things about these Gemini 200 models is they're pretty easy to put on the stand. You just simply take your stand and line up with the hole for the stand, and then you just gently push it in. I like these little stands. They cost about 20 bucks to purchase them, but they are much, much higher quality than the stands that come in the box. So I highly recommend it, and it makes your model just look real nice. It's a simulated wood finish. It's actually metal, all metal, metal here, metal there, and it comes with little screws you have to screw in with a screwdriver. Be careful when you're screwing it in, because sometimes it doesn't always fit super well. Like this stand's a little bit wobbly, but it is much, much more secure than the stand that comes in the box, and it will actually protect your model and actually look nice with your model. So yes, it costs $20 extra per stand, but I highly recommend it. It is definitely worth the look. Alrighty, so we're going to finish out this review and look at the Spirit A321neo by talking about the Citrus Caliber rating. This is the Gemini 200 model. I haven't really done a review of one of these in quite a while, and so it was interesting to put it up against my rating system and see how it does. Gemini Jets models in 200 scale are generally really, really good. They have great packaging. The paint quality is nice. The landing gear, they roll, they swivel. The nose gear, sometimes this one doesn't, but on some of the larger ones you can rotate the nose gear wheel. The collectability is usually really, really high on these because they don't usually make many of them, and the 200 scale models are generally worth more than the 400 scale, and these pretty much always appreciate in value significantly from the MSRP. As the train goes by, these always increase in value, so this will be a $250 model within a couple of years. It just is what it is. these appreciate, and that's something that 200 scale models have that a lot of 400 scale models just don't. But yeah, this model is really, really nice. There were a couple of issues that I had of mine. The nose shape being a little bit odd. That is a point taken from the mold and the accuracy of the model, as well as the fact that, you know, the features are nice on this model, but it should come with a better stand. I have it on the wood and metal stand that you can buy separately. That's a good stand. This stand should just come with these models. It just should. The tripod stand they include is garbage. It's no good. They should not be including that as a stand with these models. And so, as a result, I had to take a point from the features. Wing and engine and quality took one as, I think it was the right side engine, this one here, that was drooping a little bit. That's not great. You want to have the quality be better than that. You want the engines to be level on both sides of the model, regardless. So that's what's going on there. So that just brings us to a total score of 95 out of 100, which is still an A+ model, highly recommended model. There were a couple of little things fixed on this aircraft. It would be a perfect model. Generally, just 200 scale models generally are really, really nice. And I would like to get the United A321neo because, of course, I saw that aircraft when it arrived into Cleveland for the first time. When it was being delivered, I saw November 44501, which was the very first United 321neo to be delivered. So it's cool to see that, and I hope to fly on one of those United 321neos soon. I've been flying on some other cool United aircraft, like a 777 that flew from LA to Chicago, a 75 that flew from Chicago to LA, and also a 757-300. So I've been flying on a couple of interesting aircraft this year for United, and I would like to fly on more of them. I would love to fly on an A321neo, and I hope to do that here in the near future. But that's basically it for this video, and in terms of this review, sorry I didn't have my turntable out. Normally I would have that so you could like watch it rotate, but I'm trying to locate it right now. It's kind of hard to find its current new location. Anyway, that's basically that for this video. That's the model. Jumbojet's 200 scale models are really, really nice. I'm very happy to pick this up at the airplane shop, working with Todd there, and it was fantastic of him to get this one out the back, fresh, brand new. Really appreciate that. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.